My name is Chase Urick, President Principal of the Equita Group, Equita Final Expense Services, EFES Nation, and excited to get this going. We are a company, EFES, Equita, who's been in business since 1986. Our specialty for quite some time now, dating back to 2005, has been in the final expense space, the senior market specifically. And so what you can plan on having in store each and every week here, in each and every episode, there's going to be a wide array of topics. We're going to have some casual conversations. We're probably going to go off the rails a little bit. Just successful people, successful entrepreneurs in this industry who are out there doing it each and every day, just like you, hopefully. Excited as we kick this first episode off. I got a good buddy of mine, also a constituent, an accomplice. Holden started off as an individual producer, as he mentioned, was an elite level final expense agent, consistently in the 200 plus range of personal production on the life side. And then made that switch, or had that epiphany and said, you know what, I want to build up residual income. And so he's dedicated to become a student in the Medicare space, to become a student in the annuity space, to be more diversified. Holden Hassell, fired up to have you involved with us doing this first podcast, man. I appreciate you because I know you're a busy guy. I know you got a lot of people that you're working with, helping out every day, but excited to have you on with us, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. We're rolling it smooth. It's awesome. It's a great system that we have, a great platform. I started in the industry back in 2014. So almost a decade now of being in the business. I started off just door knocking, right? And that was something that I thought was amazing because I was just selling final expense, and looking back on it now, I didn't really feel that comfortable on the phone. It was a way different industry back then, just paper applications, right? You didn't really have the smoothness that you have today.
That holistic organic cross-sell has been a game changer. How important it can be to integrate Medicare. And I know some of them are going to be like, why are you guys giving this away? This is your secret sauce. It's not. You can have a great concept, but if you can't implement and you can't actually put it in place and do it, it's just a great idea.
And adding in additional products adds an additional revenue. And it takes a while to be successful. So you have to embrace that suck for whatever it could be. You know, for me, it was the first 3 years before I even started being moderately successful and was able to crack the six-figure club. You know, the year before I joined Equita, I made like 80 something thousand is what I wrote in final expense, like nothing, right? And that was just selling that one product. But adding in the Medicare side, which was the most natural cross-sell to what we were doing, which was final expense, that saved my business as I stay on top of it, which is something that we teach agents to do, which is crucial because a lot of agents, they don't even have that mentorship. They don't even have, it's, hey, we'll give you a contract and that's it. Like, go figure out how to do it yourself, right? We have whole virtual training platform. We do a morning training call. I do a weekly training call on the Medicare side. I do one-on-one Zoom trainings, right? The whole virtual training platform is just, and it's for Medicare and final expense and annuities. It'll blow you away. It's amazing to have that. But the Medicare side, having a lifetime renewal on a case, Medicare Advantage. When I say Medicare, most of the time I'm talking about Medicare Advantage, to be clear. We sell Medicare supplements too, but our demographic is final expense, lower income clients, which then is going to say, hey, we're selling Medicare Advantage, right? That's the most natural cross sell. So once I did it myself, right, and I was able to prove to myself I could do it and implement it into my business and how easy it was, right? Once you get going with it, because initially everything's difficult. I mean, anything you do the first time is going to be hard. Taking the tests, doing the certifications, I get it. I've done it myself. But then that enabled me, once I built it up, right, became a six-figure earner. I didn't have to anymore worry about money. And now I had a system that I could build out and duplicate and educate myself on everything I needed to know about Medicare, so I could plug agents into it and say, hey, this is an easy duplicatable system. You plug into it and you're going to be successful.
A lot of lessons can be learned through difficult times. And for agents to be able to level up quicker than normal, you can, and this is something that you guys, along with all of the builders that we work with, are just so good at, is removing some of those roadblocks through education so they don't have to experience those tough times as prevalent or as often. And so I want to talk about that just a moment, the transition of getting involved.